introduce a bit more genetic diversity.
And India announced that they're in some of their national parks introducing cheetahs, but they're introducing African cheetahs because they couldn't get permission from Iran to like get the remaining Asiatic, some of the remaining Asiatic cheetahs. So they're doing only African cheetahs, which may or may not be successful. Time will tell.
They fulfill very similar ecological niches, and they are still to this day very, very closely related.
Yeah, they're commonly either considered full species or subspecies of one another. Uh,
They're only really considered species just because they are so geographically isolated.
and Asiatic cheetahs randomly have much more adaptations for cold weather. Like they grow different, thicker coats and have slightly different behaviorals. But anyway, welcome back to Factutainment. We're trying a new series called. This is just a Jurassic Park Operation Genesis randomizer. And I'm joined today by not Aura Master, Avery.
Hello,
Yeah,
I, as the resident of a paleo nerd, I was invited.
yeah. We've also both played JPOG when we were younger. But basically, how this works is we are playing Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, but all major decisions will be randomized to the best of our ability. Uh,
It's going to be great.
so what?
Looking forward to just having to have like 6 T-Rexes at the very beginning of the game. Looking forward to that.
I will say, like, there are some things that are like locked. Like, we can't do lethal gene research right at the start because that's unlocked after you've done all other research. But your role will be basically to just give feedback and ideas. And first step, let's I guess go ahead into it. And well, actually, hang on, I'll show what we have. Uh, we also will be doing this for our randomizer. It won't just be in the code because this game's an old game, and I hacked it the best I could, but I can't figure out how to randomize values for most things.
Yeah, because it's like an old, pretty niche title. Not a big modding scene for
Yeah.
it, really.
Well, there was quite a bit of a modding scene, but that's mostly just they're adding dinosaurs and stuff to JPOG.
Yeah, and
Um,
I feel most of that was a while ago.
Also, like I think this was around before randomizers really took off. But
Yeah.
anyway, so what we're doing is we spin wheels, an idea stolen from the Skeleton Crew, and that will choose which dinosaur we add to the park, and we'll also do the same thing for research. So yeah,
Yeah, and
and
I said,
we'll.
let's just hope we don't get anything too dangerous when we've only got low-level fencing.
But anyway, uh, let's see. Do we want Square Island, other Square Island, more Square Island, other Square Island, Circle Island, Square Island,
Circle
Circle
Island is
Island?
more aesthetically pleasing, but Square Island will give us a bit more space.
Do we want this one with the mountains in the middle, or do we want to go for more? Go for a different one.
I don't mind the mountains in the middle.
I'm just gonna keep doing this. See if there's any cool ones that pop up. I like this one. We'll do this
Yeah.
one.
Begin.
Do 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 do.
Amazed that the loading is taking this long on modern hardware, honestly.
Okay, so I forgot the controls.
Oh, it's fine. I remember very little about this game. Apart from a certain dinosaur's call, which will forever be etched into my memory. But because of the technological problems, I can't hear game audio, so I will not hear the iconic cry.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we got rotate camera modifiers, the right mouse, rotate camera modifier, middle mouse. Up is W. down is S, left is A, right is D, rotate right is E, zoom in is R, zoom out is F.
Well, we'll figure it out.
I could have sworn there was a...
Alright, well, all I do remember is the first thing you gotta build is the park entrance.
E. I could have swore we could have zoomed out more than this.
Yeah, I also kind of remember that, honestly, but...
Maybe get, since you have access to a computer, look up, like, what were the controls to zoom in and out on PC.
Oh,
Like,
I'll
all
be
the way.
on that. 1 sec.
Rotate, rotate. And let's see what...
It's good to see you.
Factutainment and Torosaurus, but that doesn't matter.
Welcome back.
Jack's Lab, Datapedia.
Jurassic Park
Alright.
Operation Genesis. Zoom control.
Yes, I managed to unlock all. We have it so that we can unlock every single formation.
Oh, there is
Welcome back.
actually a game facts about this.
Okay.
A fucking useless game facts thread
Your thoughts
that
on
is
this?
just the only answer is no, just not just you.
What button was the map?
Oh, I found a manual for the game. Let's see if I can. Oh, these system requirements. Yeesh. Alright.
It's the mail.
Oh, body objectives. Basic information. Buildings.
It's tab. Okay.
Welcome back.
Where shall we start building?
I always tended to build like the entrance around the edges of the island and build inwards. That was always my strategy, but if you want to build from the middle outwards, you can do that. I'm not against it.
Butterflies. Butterflies in the sky. Well, we should probably begin the randomizer if you can figure out how to zoom in or out yet. But we'll find
I
out.
was looking at the manual.
What's the first dinosaur?
Oh, this is gonna be.
It's gonna be
This
Velociraptor.
could be really. This could be really bad.
Hey, it's Ceratosaurus.
Ceratosaurus. We just talk about Ceratosaurus. I mean, it's not the best to start with, but it could have been way worse.
Okay, and then as we go, I'm going to remove these so we have less and less we have to do. but we'll remove Ceratosaurus. And then we have research.
Oh, sorry, going through the manuals reminded me how the Dryosaurus is the only one-star dinosaur. And that makes me feel sad.
Hatchery immunization.
Okay, that's not terrible. I have found controls in the manual. One second.
I found control. Okay, so first things first, let's do
Camera controls.
mail.
What would you recommend in this situation?
Hatchery
Great.
immunization. And then we go to dinosaurs. Fossil hunt. We'll go to...
Have you tried the mouse scroll wheel?
Yes.
Okay. It's either that or R and... Like, we'll zoom in, zoom out. According to the manual of the game, at least.
And then let's start. We got our dinosaurs.
Which, for some reason, at the very end of the manual is an advertisement for the 2003 Hulk game. Because why not, I guess.
Okay. Yeah,
Well, I guess we start by building a park
Good
entrance,
to know you're keeping an eye
a
on.
path, an enclosure for our new Ceratosaurus, or Ceratosaurus is. And, like, I know there was, like, a dinosaur viewing platform thing that you could build. But I think the path going next to the enclosure is enough to get visitors to see the dinosaurs. They just don't get the best view.
Oh, yeah, and the rules for this challenge is the game ends either when we complete a park that successfully has every single dinosaur in it, like species of dinosaur, or the game ends when we get kicked off for financial failure because so many people like died or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, so
Welcome.
I'm just
Message
hoping
from
that we
Apple
manage to
Computer.
roll into medium fencing before we get anything more dangerous.
if we can
No,
gain
actually, if with the random roll, we could roll into getting high security fencing before medium. I believe should be possible.
no. So what will happen is because high security fencing
Message
gets
from Dr.
unlocked
Grant.
after medium security fencing.
So you can't skip a tier.
Yeah.
All right.
So what I'll do is I'll leave the fencing on the thing and not remove it, and then we can just go from there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Yeah. Blue reviewing event. Man, all I remember about this game is visitors getting pissed off
How do I
about
rotate
like
buildings?
food. Square brackets.
Okay.
Welcome back.
That's no. Okay. Tab.
You know,
Welcome back.
maybe you can't zoom out as much because it's in windowed mode. Maybe I'm not sure.
I'm not in window mode. I'm in full screen.
Oh, then never mind. Yes, and I just remember them getting pissed off at the food. It's my memory.
You said brackets.
Square brackets.
Okay, and then Grant should have the first fossils. Dryosaurus.
No problem.
Extract.
Oh, the one star. Even though I think Dryosaurus are listed as like one of the favoured food items of Ceratosaurus.
It's either that. Well, we can actually go to the Dinopedia and check right now. Dinopedia,
At
dinosaur
least that's
species,
my memory.
large herbivores, small carnivores. Yep, favorite prey, Drosaurus.
Yeah, my memory does not fail me.
Why is
Because I do
Albertosaurus
remember,
low but
I
Ceratosaurus medium?
don't know, but I do remember
Or no, it's the favorite prey of
liking
Dilophosaurus as well.
having Ceratosaurus early on
Message from Dr.
because
Grant.
yeah, you can feed them like the goats or whatever in the like food dispensers, but they remain happier if you give them their preferred food. I remember liking Ceratosaurus just because Dryosaurus was so easy to just make en masse.
Okay, then we'll
Welcome
tab. Shall we build Ceratosaurus over here or over here?
I think to at least for now save on costs of creating pathing, I think we should build it relatively near the park entrance.
Alright.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Because I remember when you go like far out, pathing actually kind of starts to get expensive.
So we'll do here.
And even like the blue like highlight thing for building is nostalgic.
2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we'll do 4. 2, 3. 4.
There you go, perfect. We just need a hatchery and a food dispenser because they've already got a water source. Hooray!
If I remember correctly, that visitors don't like actually looking at the hatchery, do they?
Message from Dr.
That
Grant.
I don't actually remember. It's plausible to me that they wouldn't like it.
Okay, here's my idea. Put here. And
And then build out a couple of fences.
Yeah.
Even I think you might have to surround it because I don't think fences like attach. Which was something that I always found really annoying as a child. And then we just need a food dispenser.
Which
And
we're
I
gonna
think
hold off on
I thought you might like to
until
know
we
one
get the
thing.
dinosaur.
I mean
We got
that is fair
more.
enough.
We got more Dryosaurs because it will lower the cost.
Yeah. But the single 1-star popularity dinosaur in the game, Dryosaurus.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Like they could have like put something else in there at 1-star, just so they're not alone in that category.
Welcome
But
back.
you know,
That's where our Ceratosaurus is gonna be, and we'll eventually build out. We can also add land if I remember correctly.
you know there are certain carnivore species that you can like have coexist. I don't remember which combinations though, but like I think Ceratosaurus and Allosaurus could coexist in the same enclosure, but I could be
Excuse
wrong
me.
about that.
Excuse me.
Message from Dr. Wu.
You know, as much as the game lets you mix Jurassic and Cretaceous stuff, I never did, even as a kid.
What?
I was too nerdy.
Uh-oh.
What's
Message
up?
from Dr.
Here's
Grant.
our paths are not rendering.
Oh, that's got to make things difficult, and also gonna make the game look really weird when we've got visitors.
Now what the hell?
The rendering when you're close. Alright, whatever, game.
Whatever.
I thought you might like some input here.
And all we need really then is a viewing
Absolutely.
port.
Yep.
And then we can get a dinosaur, open the park, and then just... And actually we'll need somewhere for guests to eat and a bathroom. Which is another thing I remember guests getting really pissy about. Is when there's like too big a line for the bathroom.
Alright, so we'll do
Message from Dr. Wu.
Wu's very talkative.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
Okay.
Yes, what we got?
What should
The
we do
hatchery
here?
immunization is done, which means Alt Tab. It is time for the next research.
Research.
So let's go. Go
Just
gambling.
please, gambling, please be useful.
Binoculars.
That's okay, I guess. I don't even remember what binoculars do.
I think they increase viewer radius.
Yeah, that's something.
Message from
Oh
Dr.
yeah,
Grant.
Binoculars.
at the very least, they don't have like upkeep.
Uh-huh.
Drysaurus again.
So at the very least, they don't have like upkeep on like per day when you're not doing any.
There's a slight problem with not being able to see the paths unless we're all the way zoomed in. And that is I cannot see where the paths are, so I have to double wide them so that they have stuff next to them that I'm able to actually...
See,
Yeah.
if I remember right, double widening the path isn't actually a terrible idea.
Yeah. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do. We're going to do a cube right now.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Go down to the river here. We'll go like here. And we'll go... Oh, I'm going to have to flatten that 1 second.
Message from Peter Ludlow.
Oh, how much you want to bet he's going to be like, you need to open the par.
I thought you might like some input here.
We are disappointed with your lack of progress. Shut the
Do you
fuck
have
up,
a
Peter.
moment to speak with us?
Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Message from Dr. Grant.
What? Anyway,
You. Oh, so you flattened the terrain and now it's rendering?
yep.
Kinda? What in the fuck?
I don't understand. I didn't fuck up this waterway though. Game,
What
don't
should we do
you
about
crash.
this?
There we go. Ceratosaurus finally.
No problem.
Hey!
We've only spent half of our money. That reminds me. I'm not above cheating in this challenge.
Oh, I am also not above cheating.
Would you be
I honestly
kind
expected
enough?
you. I honestly expected you to just cheat in the dinosaurs. Honestly,
I was gonna say, would you be so kind as to do me a favor and look up how to and what
just
the
look
cheat
up
input
cheats.
for that is? Yeah,
Right, PC cheats guide.
the infinite money. I mean,
Okay.
Message
For
from Dr.
250,000, there's no like infinite money glitch. Well, glitch cheat. But if you press one sec, I'm just gonna copy paste this into Discord
Wood.
message.
Message from Dr. Grant.
all right, 1 second.
250,000 money. Why did you? Alright, there should be like a dash at the beginning of that, but it made it a bullet point for some reason in Discord.
I know there was one for just 60.
So the only one no wait, there is infinite money.
This is so weird.
Infinite money. Just send it to you via Discord.
After this recording, I'm gonna try and figure out the path thing.
To enhance your Jurassic Park experience,
Oh,
that's
that's fair, honestly.
in our dinosaur observation
Yeah, there is infinite money.
Well, can't look up just the 60 one.
What should we do?
I'm
here?
not finding it. I found a 250,000 one.
Damn it, Grant. You fail us.
You might want to have. a look
I
at
found
this.
how to like set your starting money, but I'm not sure. I don't think you can do that while the game's running.
1 second.
But the first one I sent you out of the two, you should press dash first, and then the rest, and it should give you 250,000 money.
It's time to spin the research wheel again. Visitor shelter.
Okay, that's not a bad one.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But how about this?
Message from Dr.
We allow
Grant.
ourselves one lot of the 250,000 to keep us going until we get our first dinosaur.
Sure, 1 second.
What should we do about this?
I may end up
Good choice.
messing with the game stats to try and get paths visible again. Because actually, I think I know what I'm going to do. So we're going to save the game. And then save again. Alright, and then we're going to exit the park and reload and see if that fixes the path thing.
You know, fair.
Nope, that didn't
Nope.
do shit.
But I can read out to you if you can't like see it while the game's running.
I'm pulling up Discord on my phone. Alright,
So the first one, there was a dash first, because for some reason Discord made it into a bullet point when there was a dash for some reason.
So
That'd be-
dash,
Message from Dr. Wu.
right, done, down. Give me lots of money. Okay.
What
There you
should
go.
we do here?
So we will allow ourselves that one bonus package of money
'Cause we haven't
while
even
we're trying to
started
get our
that, yeah.
first dinosaur.
Let's build a helicopter.
Alright, with this little gift package, should we just build like some toilets, a food place?
Let's say
Message
tentatively,
from Dr. Grant.
this is where we'll put all the food stuff right here.
Yeah.
The helicopter on this side.
You know, I remember being, as a
Message
kid,
from the park warden's
completely
office.
trash at piloting the helicopter.
Damn it, Grant! Speaking of, let's see if I remember how to do this at all.
Well, you're not actually doing too badly, honestly.
I remember doing this as a kid, but I didn't have a mouse, so I was doing it as with the mouse pad, and it was awful.
Yeah,
It was
this one,
so awful.
even on just the laptop I'm using, every time I get a laptop, I do just buy like a USB optical mouse, because I can't be dealing with trackpads, man. Especially when playing games, just no.
I remember as a kid just being like, I don't remember. I remember as a kid doing it and putting up with it, and it was incredibly difficult. Now looking back at myself, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that to myself?
Yeah, but like there's a few like
Message from
weird,
Dr.
like 'cause I
Grant.
remember like when got a Wii when Nintendo when I was like a kid. And I'd always look, because on the back of like the game boxes, it would tell you if you could use a GameCube controller. And I remember my dad getting really annoyed at me for only buying games I could use a GameCube controller for,
Good choice.
seemingly not understanding that the reason I was doing that is because motion controls were just really fucking annoying.
No. Yeah, I have no idea why this is only rendering paths.
Yeah, I do not remember.
At this angle.
I do not remember this being an issue when I was playing this game with like the shittiest computer in like the year 2004 or whatever.
Welcome back. Excellent.
Let's see if the cleaners. So it's not the pad. It's just the pads. It's not anything on it. It's just the
Yeah,
cleaner. This is such a weird glitch that's occurring that I've never seen before.
Yep, same.
Message
No
from
clue.
Dr. Wu.
I thought you might like some input here.
You know, the good thing about the Ceratosaurus, though, is the fact that at least in this game, you can have a few in the same...
Yeah, I was thinking we do like 3.
You can have a few in the same enclosure and they won't just fucking kill each other.
Message from Dr.
I
Grant.
think that's the case for a lot of, like, small carnivores. It's just a lot of the large carnivores that are just like, no.
With the exception
What
of like
should we do
Allosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
What should we build next? Probably a restroom.
Probably a kiosk and a rest room.
Well, we gotta do the classic. No, we can't. Or can we? Gotta do the classic bathroom. Across from the giant predator.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to resist, honestly. I'll zoom in and see if we've actually got paths connected
Yep.
right, because we have to kind of... Yep, there you go.
Hello.
Because we have to do that.
You can always charge money for the bathrooms, which I never did, because even as a child, I understood the principle of that's fucking insane.
Yeah, that's like a basic human need that you can't really...
That's probably why I fail at capitalism in
Message
real
from
life.
Dr. Wu.
Yeah. Because at least for, like, the food kiosk, you can kind of rationalize that, okay, we need to spend money to actually, you know, get the
Urgent
food and
message
ship
from
it,
Dr.
etc.,
Wu.
whatever. I mean, I am, you know, and I'm an
What would you
anarchist.
recommend in this
I believe that food is a basic necessity that should just be provided to all. But I recognize it in the game logic. I can see why, you know.
And it's time for our third research wheel time.
Medium fencing, please.
Let's spin that wheel. Rest area.
Oh, even though I will say, seeing rabies on this wheel has reminded me of, like, oh no, that was a real problem when I was a child. Because, oh yeah, dinosaurs have rabies. Me, shit. What'd I do?
Okay, so it's more attraction stuff. So, wait, no, it's amenities.
Yes.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think we're nearing the 50% where we can actually start making them.
Yeah, hopefully. Or we could do an extra hard challenge for ourselves.
Oh, which is wait till you get 100%.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not against it.
Hello.
Yeah, well, I say that about, like, the kiosks and, like, charging for them, but I still, even as a kid, made them cheap.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Fair enough.
Because my kid logic was, well, they're already paying to get in.
What would you recommend in this situation?
Speaking of, how much should we? What should we sell at this restaurant? Sandwiches, down dog, Rex burger. Throw in chili, fun fries, paleo salad.
You know, I think a burger and fries, and set the charge to just like 18, so just over cost. I think that's fair.
This will be a hot dog and salad. Or hot dog and chili.
Yeah, okay, chili dogs,
And we'll do hot dog and chili.
Message from
and then do
Dr.
like
Glenn.
12. So then at least you know.
What are your
More dry
instructions?
sauce.
Okay.
Well, at least we'll be able to make food for the Ceratosaurus. Well, when
Well, we
get them
can't
in the
add
field.
dry sauce to the park unless we unlock dry sauce.
Get them on the wheel, I know.
Yeah.
We just need to get one Ceratosaurus, and then we can justify opening the park.
I will say this.
There is a storm.
Ah, fuck. I forgot about storms.
We're working on it.
So, tab. Because the weather tab was hidden underneath the map tab for some reason.
Well, at least we ain't got no guests to worry about while
So the paths
storm
pop up
pops
on
in.
the map, but they don't pop up in game.
I don't know, man. Yes, at least we ain't got no guests to worry about while we're waiting on dinosaurs.
If you could drag yourself away from the park, we'd like to speak.
We can also make Dryosaurs. I remember the first part was always like one of the slowest.
Yeah. Oh, what have you set the entry fee as?
I haven't said it yet. It's a good thing. Since we have money, go ahead and replace all the regular trees with paleo trees because
Message from Dr.
that
Glenn.
makes
Happy
visitors
dinosaur.
happier and dinosaurs happier. More
Let's-
Dryosaurus.
Uh-huh.
I do wish we could tell Grant just, okay, we've got enough. How do we get more tunes? I actually forget.
You have to buy them.
Well, I mean, we've got money.
Let's see. Oh yeah, our things we can buy a team. Yeah. Let's open our park before we're allowed to buy more hunting teams. All right.
Oh, fine. It's alright, game. You're no fun.
How are you today?
Our entry fee is $200.
Which some would scoff at, but this is also the year 2000. So,
Urgent message from Dr. Wood.
and also, I'm just gonna say, if there was actually a place where you could go and see real ass dinosaurs resurrected,
Guess what time it is again?
I think $200 is actually pretty fair.
It's spin the wheel of research time.
Come on, medium fences.
Super Trader.
That's actually not terrible.
All right.
Because at least in my memory, at the very least, that at least means you'll get more DNA per extraction, or at least that'd be faster, one of the two.
Speeds up DNA extraction.
Absolutely.
Has the same effect, in essence.
69.
Nice. Insert lazy joke here. haven't even hired you on the cleaners here. Just alright. So yeah, we're like working and being paid and everything, but there's no one here.
I did not notice this ever.
Notice whatever.
Check it out, 1 second. Well, I have to zoom in on it. That's being difficult, 1 second. Check it out.
Oh, a little like
It's a
statue.
statue of
Good
Velociraptor.
to see you again.
I don't think I ever remember ever noticing that myself, honestly. Go on, Grant. Give us more Ceratosaurus, please. Because I don't feel like we can end this first episode without at least getting a dinosaur.
Yeah. The wind.
That's really funny. If you go in the files, apparently you can modify like the weather file to make tornadoes and storms
Message
basically
from Dr.
completely
Grant.
irrelevant.
More Dryosaurus.
Great.
Watch us. We're not going to roll Dryosaurus until the very end.
Welcome back.
Oh, if you go into like, there's a constant.ini file. If you go into, you can actually modify values like the game months for
Message
actual
from Dr.
seconds,
Grant.
game weeks for actual seconds, game days for actual seconds. You can modify the max dino population, max entry fee,
I've done that.
and max population cap.
I did that.
What did you end up modifying?
I set them all to like 1,000. Otherwise, it caps you out like 60 dinosaurs.
You know what? Fair.
Okay.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Trash cans everywhere. Because if I put trash cans down, I can see the path.
I mean, that's one way to
I can
solve the
see.
problem.
No, I can see where the path's gonna be at.
Yeah, but you know what's actually funny talking about earlier about like charging for the bathroom? It's a practice that
What should we do
viewed
here?
so poorly, even in this capitalist hellscape that I live in, that there are like in the train stations, like the big ones, they used to charge for like using the bathroom. A few years ago, they completely did away with it because the public hated it that much.
It's good.
Oh yeah, good. It's just very funny to me.
I do think it is fun that they.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
Guess what? It's time for another research roulette.
We're really chewing for research, but not dinosaur.
Here we go.
Come on, fence upgrades.
Dino belly. Right.
What does that do? I don't actually remember that one.
It's a vaccine.
Ah, right.
Great.
Dino belly.
The funny thing is, you probably would have to hella vaccinate if you were to, for example, just bring back a T-Rex somehow. You would have to hella vaccinate that dino. Just
Yeah.
because it would probably just die immediately from various diseases it has not encountered that have evolved in the last 65 million years.
Yeah. Ew.
What would you like us to do?
Come on, Grant, give us some good news.
Absolutely.
Damn it.
More dinosaur.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Gold. Do you have more Ceratosaurus for us now? I just keep finding diamonds and gold.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Just, I mean, the money is appreciated, but it's also not quite what we're looking for at this exact moment in
It reminds
time.
me of, I think it's Madagascar too, where they're trying to find water at the watering hole, and it's just they're digging, and it's just like, did you find any water? Just more diamonds and gold. We'll go ahead and do a second viewing report. Why not?
Why not? Not like we've got anything else to do with our money right now.
Us and our mysteriously disappearing fences.
Hooray.
Frogs.
Welcome.
Frogs.
Frog DNA.
something that was even kind of crazy to me, even as a kid.
Why would you not use crocodile?
Hell, birds, even, for certain species at least. Or theropods.
Hmm?
What are your instructions?
Found nothing! Thank you so much, Greg.
Just what do we even pay for?
What's Woo up to?
Good to see you checking up on things.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Yes!
Woo!
Welcome back.
Got a little park on Sandy Island.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Come on, we can do it. Come on. Believe in your Grant.
It's coming together.
Oh, welcome back. Things.
Attention. There is a storm approaching the island.
It's coming
Game,
together.
I really wish you just let us buy some more tea.
I think we need to discuss your performance.
The third quarter, and we have no dinosaur.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
Good thing we got a whole thing going on. In terms
Can
of
we
like
spare a
money,
minute to
you
look
know.
at this? Good choice.
It's time for another spin
Research.
the wheel. Come on. Here we go.
Come on, medium fences.
Balloons!
No, wait, or was it Safari? Blue.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Message from Dr. Wu.
Sorry, just hay fever.
Personally, I think I'm going to make this exhibit a little bit smaller. What do you think? Should I keep it the size it is? Yeah, I'll keep it the size it is.
What should we
I
do
think
here?
it's okay.
Dry source 100% complete.
Now I guess we can just start selling the fossils, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mediocre. Drysaurs again.
Come on, my dude.
Isn't there a cheat that you get a new shipment from the fossil market?
I can look.
Urgent message from the park administrator.
Oh no, it got a piece of the low security fence was damaged. And nothing was in it.
This is very bad. What are we going to do?
Oxide green. Search times. Sorry, there's a cheat that is just all tourists die, and it just got me.
Thanks for stopping by.
Have you looked at the market? Because you can buy
Good
fossils.
to have you
Not
back
if
so
we're
soon.
not open.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, I thought of that.
I mean, there is a code that can restock it.
What's I was thinking?
Yeah, I'm not finding the code that is just... No, wait, there is a code for
Message
more
from Dr.
fossils. Wanna try it?
No, I was thinking. I mean, I guess. Sure. One second. What is it?
I will.
Okay, one second. Right now, all I'm seeing is.
There is a storm approaching the
Oh, we're having second month of the storm.
Oh, fantastic.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Uh-huh. Let's just buy all of these.
Aha. Good choice. Certainly.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Urgent message from the park administrator.
This is not good.
It's the same section of fence.
You know, at that point, it's like, you know what?
You've got to put an end to this.
Fair.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Woo!
Hey!
Don't worry, viewers. We're not gonna do a shit ton of cheating. We just want to get a first
First dinosaur.
dinosaur.
From Dr. Grant.
Because then we're gonna buy more teams, and then that's fine.
Good to see you.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Ceratosaurus 100%.
100%?
Yep.
We there? Woo!
Things are good. No problem.
Okay. Means
How can I help?
Message from Dr. Wu.
how do you want to do? Full 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck it. Why not?
Great to see you again.
Message from Dr. Wu.
And then once we get the first one out, we can open the park, and I think that'll be a decent place to call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wish to announce that the Jurassic carnivore Ceratosaurus is now on display. Please enjoy.
I don't know what's with Paleo Media and not wanting to give Ceratosaurus 3 horns when it's notable for having 3 horns.
Message from Dr. Wu.
If I had an answer,
What would you recommend in this?
I'd give
Message
you.
from Dr. Grant.
Grant found gold again.
Grant, this is why we bought some fossils. Oh, we're already at 2? Let's go into our count. We got 2 dinosaurs.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Alright, do the feeders need to be turned on?
They're on. Got a cow and a goat.
Alright. Now, you want to open the park?
Well,
Then I
first, we should...
roll for new dinosaur.
Yep. So it'll be our first dinosaur we have to roll for. And not research again.
Well, our second that we need to roll
Spin the wheel.
for.
Corythosaurus.
Oh, I saw Carcharodon turn. I was like, oh no.
So what one is Corytha? Like what dig site?
Yeah, my advice would be we open the park, and we can buy some dig teams, so then we can speed the rest of this up a bit.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to... figure out which one is Juice Root B for Corythosaurus.
Hello. Uh-huh.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to
Then go
declare
buy
the
some
newest
dig
wonder of the
teams, then we
modern
can
world,
call
Jurassic
it
Park.
there, I think.
Now open.
What should we do about this?
We can buy additional dig teams. Thank you, Dr. Grant. How many dig times?
As many as we can fucking afford.
That's all we could afford.
It's fine, it'll speed shit up a bit.
What should we do here?
Certainly. Welcome back. Uh-huh.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
There they are. Alright. Progress has been made.
Message from Dr. Wu.
I mean,
So I
it's
think
a truly Jurassic Park.
How should we
We should
proceed?
do one more spin the wheel, but this time
for
it's research. Research. Medium security fence. Or high security fence.
Woo!
It was very delayed. Woo.
Good choice.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Alright.
Morrison has found nothing. Thank you, Dr. Grant.
This is why we buy fossils, Grant.
Okay. Where do you want to build the Ceratosaurus habitat?
Message from Dr. Grant.
I would probably do it on the kind of the other side that we did the Ceratosaurus.
So over here? Or over here?
Message from
Yeah,
Dr.
like
Grant.
there on like the other side of the park entrance.
What would you like us to do?
Thank you, Grant. You finally did what we asked you to
problem.
do. I guess we can do kind of a large
Message from
herbivore
Dr.
habitat
Wu.
if we wanted to.
We could, because generally
Do like a
they get along.
do like a herbivore valley type deal.
Yeah, yeah.
So you want to do here then?
Message from Dr.
Seems
Grant.
reasonable to me at least.
Good choice.
Message from Dr. Wu.
We currently have more dinosaurs than people. Actually.
Welcome back.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Alright. Do we want to call it there?
I was just figuring out like where we want to build the Ceratosaurus. Do you want to go here? Or do you want to go over here?
I think kind of that direction that
Message
you're
from
currently
Dr.
like
Grant.
pointing in. Should work.
Alright.
Message from Dr. Grant. Message from Dr. Wu.
We'll do a little bit of flattening.
What should we do about this?
Message from Peter Ludlow.
See what he has to say. You have a half-star park rating.
Do you have a moment to speak with us?
Just shush.
Let's try and flatten some of this out a
Message
little
from
bit.
Dr. Wu. Message from Dr. Grant. Message from Dr. Grant.
Then add some water. We may need that other cheat.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
You hear me, Avery?
I thought you
Yeah,
would like some
yeah.
input here.
Sorry, it's like 3 a.m., so I'm starting to lose steam a little
So we
bit.
got one more round of spinning the thingy. Research. Let's see what we get. Souvenirs.
Just barely, but souvenirs.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Good choice.
What should we do about this?
Uh-huh.
So I have an idea. Here's what we're gonna do.
Message from Dr. Wu. Message from Dr. Grant.
Do a big old lake in the center.
Message from Dr. Grant.
And this will be for the herbivores, and we can upgrade fences for the Ceratosaurus. Wait a second. Oh yeah, we just do this.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Yeah.
What should we do about this?
No problem.
And this has been this episode of JPOG.
You finally got some dinosaurs. Only after spending like 300,000. But the park's open, we got guests, so fingers crossed. And good night, everybody.
Good night. So I'll tab out of this.